Hey, this is Sammy33, and this is episode 2 in the Speedrun Chronicles. In this one, focusing on Mega Man 8. As you can see on the right, this is the first run. See at the top any percent, 0 runs. And we somehow messed it up because the genius that I am. If you look under Duo, there's only 3 bosses: Astro, Sword, and Search. I'm missing Aquaman. Unfortunately, didn't notice this until I was a little farther into the run, so I had a early reset. So I didn't really get into the run till later on, but that's okay. Mega Man 8's a fun game though. I believe this is the first Mega Man game that I purchased on my own, especially in the Classic series, so it's good stuff. You can see for the first run, obviously if you've been a follower of the stream, you know that I have ran a couple of Mega Man 1 to 11 runs, and 8 is not necessarily my favorite. It's not that I don't like it, but the rust was real. Try to learn, try to go a little cold turkey. Grenade Man not going so well. This section also not going well. I have notes, so I kind of know where to go. Clown Man and Astro Man can definitely be a little problematic in that sense, and you see going right is definitely not the correct path here. Up here, kind of confused, didn't know which way to go, which means either I didn't have good notes or I just wasn't paying attention. The answer is that second one on the left. Believe it, I knew it after this run. Just drop all the way to the bottom. You want to find a way to lose time without a death? This stage definitely can be a little tricky with that. So lose a lot of time dropping down there. That's okay. It's the first run. Also, the ball jump, ball climb, whatever you want to call it, did it right there, but went the wrong direction here. Again, you see me looking towards the notes. Supposed to go down and to the right, went up. Mistake, so time lost there. And having to get up there. So the trick to this is jumping and on like almost at the apex of the jump, then shooting the ball. You'll be able to see here in a little bit. Eventually I get it right. That's just wasting ball after ball, something like that. So as you're starting to fall down a little bit, then you do it. Boom. Of course, when I need to get it on the last one, we do. And we clear that section. Can be pretty tough. This is another boss that gives me trouble. I feel like every time I play this game too, Remy just happens to be in stream. Almost like it's a calling to him. Hey, hit up. You can aim it and angle it. I always forget that every time I fight that boss. But a game over, a huge time loss. You have to restart the entire stage. It's not just getting to the boss. Even the boss is getting to the boss. So you see the first run, an hour 27 minutes. Not great, but a work in progress. As always, with the first effort, we'll try to get in 2 runs to try to quickly kind of fix some of the initial mistakes, and then we'll work on the advanced stuff a little bit later on. You can see Grenade Man stage not going well, but intro stage went better. Frost Man definitely better. You can see there's going to be some time save here. For those of you that are not super familiar, if you look at the upper right, the plus 4.9 is for previous segments. That means I was 4.9 seconds behind the previous segment, which is why it's red, the time lost. Gold means that is the fastest in any of your runs that you've ever done a level. So of course the first couple of runs you can see a lot of golds because you're just incrementally getting. Tengu Man stage though did not go well. No deaths, bad boss fight, missed a couple of the ice hits there, and the boss fight took a lot longer than it needed to be. You can see here ball much better in the second run. Usually how things work out. Astro Man, this is not the ideal way to fight him, but it works in this instance. Just got to get him a little bit lower. You'll see what his weakness is a little bit later in the video. But after Astro Man stage, big time save. Even with a death on the stage, still save a lot of time. Wily 1, Well, guess what? Another death. But that's okay. We go right back in and we're down to our last life. We get the job done, and you can see a massive improvement. Again, this is what a game over will do to you. Not just having to redo everything, it's the massive amount of time lost the entire stage. It messes with your confidence too. Even though losing some time in Wily 3, still over 5 minutes ahead going into Final Wily. Can't complain about that. So here we go with the boss rush. Astro Man is trying to get him down there a little too, going a little bit too fast. So you want to get him super low. Those search missiles are going to be tracking the balls. You have to get Astro Man lower so you can hit right away. As such, pretty smooth boss fight. Going to Wily 1, always start with Astro Crush, at least I do. Try to use all 4 of those and use it in a way to prevent myself from getting hit. Like there. And then you go to the sword. I think this is a pretty cool boss fight. If you jump up, you hit Wily. If you're down swinging, you can knock the mouth back up, so you don't have to worry about that attack. Obviously, you still have to worry about the big spinning buzzsaw there. But we all knew going into this, if you're there, this was definitely academic at this point. No way I was going to screw this up and die. No one wants to do a boss rush over. If there's any game that's going to happen, it's going to be Mega Man 7. But for the most part, boss rush, this game is not so bad. So we finished with a 121.42, so 81 minutes. Definitely can get that time down. We'll be working towards that. Also, you're working towards Mega Man X4 starting that too.